Welcome to Wise Elders Stories channel. Subscribe to Wise Elders Stories channel for more valuable insights. Have you ever experienced the sensation that aging is a struggle for which no one equipped you? You rise each day to discover new discomforts, friendships diminish, and life appears to advance without your participation. The journey of growing older demands resilience, yet the reality is that resisting it will only lead to unhappiness. In this video, I will share 5 harsh yet essential realities about aging that many shy away from discussing. However, it's crucial to remain engaged until the conclusion. Once you embrace these realities, you'll find yourself feeling lighter, freer, and more at peace with your current existence. So, stay with me, as what you'll discover is transformative. Discovering new insights today could transform your perspective on aging for good. Before we dive in, I would be grateful if you could give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps me share valuable lessons about growing older. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and activate the notification bell to stay updated on future content. If you enjoy this video, please comment 1, if not, comment 0, so I can improve for you. Now, let's get started. First, you may find that you will be forgotten more quickly than you realize. Let's explore one of life's toughest realities. Many of us will fade from memory much quicker than we wish to acknowledge. It's a disquieting thought, yet it stands as one of life's most inescapable truths. We dedicate years to crafting careers, cultivating relationships, nurturing families, and contributing to our communities, all in the hope that our endeavors will create a lasting impact. However, time continues its relentless march, indifferent to our presence. Initially, this understanding can be shattering. One might anticipate frequent calls from children, check-ins from old friends, or gestures from those whose lives we've touched. Lives you've influenced may hold you in their memories, yet life continues to pull them in different directions. Jobs, families, concerns, and distractions fill their days. Time slips away. Days morph into weeks, weeks into months, and soon you might find yourself questioning why the phone remains silent more often than before. Beyond your personal connections, the wider world won't stop to recall every aspect of your journey. The career you dedicated yourself to will eventually give way to fresh talent, and the home you cherished may someday be sold to those who never had the chance to know you. The words you spoke, the lessons you shared, and the struggles you overcame may fade with time, replaced by new conversations, new challenges, and new priorities. It's a difficult truth to accept. After all, we like to believe that the impact we've made will last forever. But the world is always changing, and just as we have moved on from those who came before us, future generations will do the same. Yet here's the paradox: this realization, rather than being depressing, can be freeing. Once you let go of the pressure to be remembered, you begin to truly live. When you let go of the need to please everyone, you release the quest for validation from others. You stop fixating on how others perceive you or whether your achievements will endure. Instead, your attention shifts to the present. Accepting that your name may not be immortalized in history allows you to grasp what genuinely matters. Happiness isn't discovered in the pursuit of an everlasting legacy. It's found in the simple, fleeting moments of everyday life, the laughter shared over dinner with loved ones, the warmth of an embrace of a grandchild, the satisfaction of helping a neighbor, the peace of a quiet morning with a cup of coffee in hand. Instead of worrying about being remembered, focus on making a difference in the here and now. Be kind to those around you, share your wisdom freely, not for recognition but because it may help someone today. Create moments of love and joy, not for the sake of leaving a legacy, but because they enrich life in the present. Even if your name is forgotten, the kindness, love, and wisdom you share will continue to ripple. Through time, in ways you may never see, the people you uplift today will uplift others tomorrow. The small, seemingly insignificant moments you create will weave themselves into the fabric of someone else's life, shaping them in ways they may not even realize. And maybe, just maybe, that is enough. Your body will betray you. There was a time when you could leap out of bed, take on the day without hesitation, and collapse into bed at night without a second thought about how your body would feel in the morning. You moved with ease, walked 4 miles without pain, lifting, bending, and twisting without concern for sore joints or strained muscles. Those days are now a distant memory. The simple act of getting out of bed has transformed. You awaken with aches that you don't recall feeling the night before. Your joints feel stiff, your back tightens, and there's a new soreness in areas you never noticed before. It's as if your body has quietly chosen to slow down, without seeking your consent. Tasks that once felt effortless, tying your shoes, rising from a chair, even turning your head, now require a different kind of effort. Quickly now, unexpected reminders of aging come rushing in, catching you off guard. No one prepares you for the betrayal of your own body. It's a strange, almost surreal experience. In your mind, you still feel young, brimming with energy, enthusiasm, and the same drive you had years ago. Your passions remain intact, your sense of humor unchanged, and your curiosity about life still vibrant. Yet, your body no longer aligns with the spirit within. It lags, dragging its feet while you strive to push forward. Some days, it feels like a cruel trick, as if your own body is actively resisting you. As you rise from bed, you anticipate a fluid motion, but instead, you're met with a jolt of pain in your knee or an unwelcome tightness in your lower back that wasn't present just yesterday. Kneeling to retrieve an item becomes a moment of contemplation as you strategize your ascent. Even the most mundane actions, like reaching for something on a high shelf, transform into a meticulous assessment of your body's limitations. It's natural to feel a wave of frustration, perhaps even anger, as you reminisce about the days when movement flowed effortlessly, and recovery was a mere afterthought. Was swift, and when you no longer had to hesitate before embarking on a long walk or lifting a bag of groceries, you might experience a sense of loss, mourning the physical abilities that once characterized your independence and confidence. It's only natural to feel this way, to wish your body had aged as gracefully as your mind. But here's the reality: you have a choice. You can resist these changes, battling against them at every turn, fixating on what you've lost and resenting the body that no longer acts as you wish. Alternatively, you can embrace acceptance. Aging should not be seen as a punishment. Rather, it is a journey that calls for a unique blend of care, patience, and appreciation. Instead of dwelling on what you can no longer accomplish, redirect your focus to what remains within your reach. While sprinting up the stairs may no longer be feasible, a steady walk can still keep you active. Heavy lifting might be off the table, but gentle strength training and stretching can maintain muscle engagement. Your body may not possess the same speed or strength it once did, yet it still has the ability to move, experience, and navigate through life. The essential approach is to collaborate with your body rather than oppose it. Provide it with what it requires: consistent movement, nourishing food, sufficient rest, and a touch of compassion. Pay attention to its signals instead of dismissing them. If something causes pain, don't stubbornly push through. Adapt and discover a new method to remain active. When fatigue sets in, allow yourself to rest without remorse. Treat your body with the same respect and care you would extend to a cherished friend who has been there for you through every phase of life, for in many ways, that is precisely what your body is. Your body is your most steadfast companion, having journeyed with you through decades of experiences, from the adventures of childhood to the responsibilities of adulthood. It has endured illnesses, injuries, and stress, yet it continues to function, even if not as efficiently as it once did. Though it may not look or move as it used to, it remains yours and deserves your gratitude. Aging is not about surrendering, it's about adapting. It's about acknowledging that while your physical abilities may have changed, you still possess value, purpose, and embrace the opportunity to live fully. Rather than viewing your body as an adversary, consider it an old companion that has journeyed with you from the start, striving to keep pace. Indeed, there will be moments when your body seems to falter, when it reminds you of your boundaries and tests your patience. However, if you approach it with kindness and understanding instead of frustration, it will remain a steadfast ally for years ahead. So, nurture it, move, stretch, nourish, and care for the body you possess, for it is the only one you will ever have, as long as you are still. As you engage with this video and discover its valuable lessons, please comment number 1 below to indicate that you are still with me on this journey. Thank you for your precious time. It's important to recognize that you can't hold on to everyone in your life. This is one of the most challenging truths of growing older. You'll begin to see friendships wane, family members may become less present, and those who once felt like constants in your life may gradually slip away. This process can be painful, bewildering, and at times, truly heartbreaking, but it is a part of the journey. Some relationships conclude for clear reasons, perhaps a disagreement that lingered unresolved, or life simply steering you down different paths. At other times, the end comes without explanation, marked by silence where laughter once thrived, and unanswered calls replacing lengthy conversations. One day, you awaken to the realization that someone who once held significance in your life has vanished, leaving you puzzled about when or how it transpired. This can be particularly challenging when it occurs with individuals you believed would always remain in your life. Perhaps you and a childhood companion vowed to stay close forever, yet as time went on, your interests, values, and priorities evolved. Maybe you used to converse with a sibling or cousin daily, but now it's reduced to a rare holiday greeting. Or perhaps you had a close colleague at work, and after retirement, the bond gradually diminished because the common thread that united you, the job, was no longer present. Then there are the heart-wrenching instances where individuals choose to distance themselves for reasons that remain unspoken. As time passes, some individuals may begin to view you as less valuable to their lives. While this may seem blunt, the reality is that certain relationships are often maintained solely for personal gain. Once they no longer require your emotional support, professional ties, or even companionship, you might notice a gradual distancing. Accepting this can be challenging, but it allows you to redirect your efforts toward those who genuinely appreciate you, rather than those who only seek your presence when it suits their needs. This reflects the natural ebb and flow of connections. Relationships, much like the changing seasons, ebb and flow throughout our lives. Some individuals are destined to accompany us for a lifetime, while others are only meant to be fleeting companions on our journey. This is perfectly acceptable. Each person who crosses our path serves a unique purpose. Some impart valuable lessons, others fill our days with joy, and some push us to evolve. However, not everyone is intended to remain in our lives indefinitely. Reflect on the many faces that have come and gone. At one time, they held significant roles in our daily existence, serving as trusted confidants or your closest allies have now become memories, remnants of a different chapter in your life. Just as you have moved on from certain relationships, others have also moved on from you. Rather than mourning every lost connection, consider it a natural aspect of growing older. Relationships evolve, and sometimes they fade for reasons beyond our control. You don't need to chase after every person who drifts away. If they wanted to be in your life, they would make an effort to stay. Focus on the relationships that truly matter instead of dwelling on those who have slipped away. Focus your energy on those who are still present in your life, the friends who reach out, the family who prioritize you, the neighbors who greet you with warmth. These connections hold true significance. Not every bond needs to last forever to be impactful, yet the enduring ones deserve your care. Cultivate relationships that bring you happiness, tranquility, and satisfaction. Surround yourself with individuals who recognize your worth, honor you, and express gratitude for your presence. Above all, do not allow the absence of one to overshadow the value of those who remain. Relationships can instill a fear of forging new connections, yet there are countless opportunities to encounter new individuals, even as life progresses. Whether through social groups, hobbies, community events, or a simple chat with a friendly stranger, new friendships can blossom at any age. Embracing change with grace is essential. releasing those who no longer invest in the relationship doesn't necessitate bitterness or resentment. It's entirely possible to cherish the significance someone held in your life while acknowledging that their role has evolved. Rather than succumbing to hurt or disappointment, one can find peace in the transition. Embrace the beauty of the moments you cherished, and find it in your heart to forgive those who left without a word. Let go of any bitterness towards those who weren't there when you needed them most. Above all, grant yourself the freedom to progress without the burden of yesterday. Life is fleeting, and there's no room for those who treat you as an afterthought. Seek out connections that bring light and joy, rather than those that leave you in the shadows. Ultimately, the essence of a fulfilling life isn't measured by the number of acquaintances, but by the depth of meaningful relationships. Reflecting on the quality of the connections you maintain can be a challenging endeavor, particularly when you come to terms with the fact that youth is no longer on your side. This realization can be one of the most difficult truths to confront, especially for those who once held their appearance in high regard. A fleeting glance in the mirror can trigger a cascade of thoughts. Who is that looking back at me? When did my skin lose its firmness? When did my jawline lose its definition? When did my hands begin to reveal veins I had never noticed before? The process of aging introduces transformations that can be startling, especially when you still feel vibrant inside. Inside, you may still feel like the vibrant, energetic person you were decades ago. However, the reflection in the mirror reveals a different narrative. It can be unsettling, even painful, to confront the reality that the youthful face you once recognized has gradually transformed, replaced by lines, wrinkles, and the unmistakable marks of time. Society often dictates that beauty is synonymous with youth. Turn on the television, scroll through social media, or flip through a magazine, and you are inundated with images of smooth, flawless skin and sculpted cheekbones. Advertisements featuring perfectly firm bodies promote the notion that aging is a battle to be fought, something to postpone or even reverse with the right cream, serum, or cosmetic procedure. Entire industries thrive on people's fear of aging, peddling costly miracle products that claim to erase wrinkles, tighten skin, and restore youth. Consequently, many older adults invest heavily in an effort to grasp something they can never genuinely reclaim. Yet, what remains unspoken is that there exists a beauty in aging, a beauty that no cream, treatment, or surgery can replicate. Replicating true beauty transcends the notion of returning to youthful appearances. It embodies the essence of a life fully lived. It's reflected in the warmth of your gaze, shaped by countless moments of joy, and in the contours of your face, which narrate tales of perseverance. The confidence in your stance reveals a spirit that has faced life's challenges and emerged resilient. Each wrinkle signifies a chapter in your narrative, every gray hair a testament to your journey. Rather than lamenting these transformations, consider a shift in perspective. What if, instead of perceiving wrinkles as imperfections, you embrace them as a testament to the life you've lived? What if, instead of feeling self-conscious about gray hair, you embraced it as a symbol of wisdom and strength? Society may not celebrate aging, but that doesn't mean you have to view it as a loss. True beauty lies in wisdom, confidence, and a life well lived. A wrinkle-free face may catch attention for a moment, but a presence filled with grace, kindness, and authenticity creates a lasting impression. Reflect on the older individuals who have inspired you throughout your life. Were you drawn to them because of their appearance? Youth may seem fleeting, yet it is often the confidence, wisdom, and grace with which one carries themselves that truly sets them apart. One can choose to lament the passage of time or celebrate the richness of experiences gained. Your value has never been linked to the smoothness of your skin or the firmness of your body. It resides in the love you give, the insights you impart, and the life you actively embrace. Aging is not a defect to be corrected, it is a privilege that many are denied. So, wear your years with pride and stride forward with assurance. Remember, your beauty is not a thing of the past, it resides in the person you are today. If you're still engaged with this video and finding these lessons valuable, please comment with the number 2 below to let me know you're still with me. Thank you for your precious time. You will inevitably witness the loss of more loved ones as you age. This is one of the most painful and unavoidable truths of life. The longer you live, the more loss you will endure: parents, siblings, lifelong friends, and perhaps even a spouse or children. One by one, those who have influenced your life may fade from your presence. Nothing can truly ready you for these departures. The initial losses may strike with unexpected force, even if you anticipated them. With each farewell, the burden of sorrow can grow more profound, and it may feel as though the world dims, becoming a touch more solitary. The spaces they once occupied, the calls that used to ring in, the joy you once experienced together, all of these dissolve, leaving an absence that words cannot adequately express. Grief is not a journey we ever completely overcome. Doesn't adhere to a linear journey or arrive with a deadline. It manifests in various forms, at times as gentle twinges and at others as surging torrents. Some days, a cherished recollection may coax a smile, while on others, a familiar melody or scent can evoke tears. Yet, as much as sorrow can sting, it also serves as a mirror to affection. We mourn profoundly because we have loved profoundly. Each tear shed and every moment of yearning stands as proof of the influence that individual had on our existence. Their absence does not diminish their presence transforms everything, and with each loss, you might find yourself grappling with how to move ahead. It can be alluring to retreat, to construct barriers around your heart to shield yourself from further pain. However, isolating yourself from life does not safeguard you from grief, it merely deprives you of the moments that remain. Rather than letting sorrow dictate your future, think about how you can pay tribute to those you've lost. Speak their names, share their stories, and impart the lessons they imparted to you to the next generation. Seek ways to preserve their memory. Embrace the essence of life, whether through cherished traditions, acts of kindness, or simply holding their wisdom close. Surround yourself with those who understand, who provide support, and who gently remind you that even amidst loss, life persists. Remember, you are still here, with time to love, to forge new memories, and to cherish the joys that linger. The ones you have lost would wish for you to find happiness, not to let their absence overshadow your spirit. They would encourage you to live fully, appreciating the moments you have left. Grief is a part of the journey, but it need not define it. As we navigate the journey of life, we encounter the inevitabilities of aging, yet intertwined with this experience are resilience, love, and the capacity to treasure what has been while embracing the present. Allow the past to illuminate your path, but do not allow it to confine you. Continue to forge ahead, carrying the cherished memories of those you hold dear, not as weights, but as affirmations of a life richly lived and love generously shared. Express your feelings to those who matter. Tomorrow is never promised to any of us. These reflections on aging may be challenging, but grasping them can lead to liberation. Now, my dear, what will you do with them? Will you resist and live in frustration, or will you embrace them and find peace? I hope this video has helped you see aging in a new light. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned today? Comment below and share one truth you'll apply in your own life. Before you go, don't forget to sign up for my Savvy Senior newsletter, where I share even more wisdom and practical tips for making the most of our golden years. The link is in the description. If you like this video, please leave your comment. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, stay wise and stay strong.